Okay, we're looking at identifying points in the Cartesian plane. This is question number 1, and the question is pretty straightforward. Identify the coordinates of the points on the Cartesian grid below. And you'll just notice a quick format issue. I've got my answers over here on the right while yours are down below. So first things first, coordinates are sometimes called points. The two words are kind of interchangeable, so don't get confused by that word coordinate. And just a quick reminder that when we're looking at coordinates, that the first value is always an x, and the second value is always the y. And that's just because mathematicians needed to have an order so they could all agree and know how to read one another's coordinates speaking the same language. So we know right away that the first value is always going to be x and the second value is always going to be y. And you can see the x-axis here running left to right or right to left from the origin, and you can see the y-axis here running up and down or north and south if you like from the origin. And so every point is really just a set of directions where the first number will tell us whether we're moving left or right, and the second number will tell us whether we are moving up or down. And we'll know whether we're going left or right or up or down based on whether or not x is positive or negative, and based on whether or not y is positive or negative. So the basic directions for points, if you come over here, remembering for the x value that if you're moving left, you've got a negative value, and if you're moving to the right of that origin, you've got a positive value. Whereas with the y-axis, if you're going up, you've got a positive value, and if you're going down, you've got a negative value. So basically, we're going to come over here and find point A. So that's the first one that we want. And here it is. And here's the origin. Remember, this is the key, because we're always going to ask ourselves, how far left or right do we go? Left or right, and how far up or down do we go? And you should see right away that I'm going to the right to get to A. I'm going to have to go right, and then I'm going to have to go up. So I'm going to have a positive x and a positive y in all these points over here, actually. So positive x, positive y, and now all I have to do is count. Since I'm going up by ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can see that 5 marker there, 6, 7, 8. So I'm to the right 8, so that's positive 8 for the x. And then from that x-axis, I have to go up to get to my appropriate y. 1, 2, 3, 4 places up, positive 4 for the y. So the location of this point is 8, 4, or coordinate 8, 4. B is over here. Now for the b, what you're going to see is to get to that b for the x value, I had to go left. I had to go left a certain number of spaces. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. I had to go 3 to the left to get right underneath that b. And then I'm going to go up 9 spaces, I believe. Let's just count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So backwards 3 or left 3 is a negative 3, and then a positive 9 for the y because I went up from the x-axis, or from the origin, if you will. So for the C now, same thing, starting at the origin, I got to go left, so I'm going to have a negative here right away. I'm going left 9 spaces, backwards 9, and then down 2 spaces, negative 2. And now for point D, starting from the origin, I'm going right. We always do the x first, so right 3, so that's positive 3, and then down 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 4. And that's it. That's how you name coordinates, making sure x's are first, y's are second, and x's are negative if they go left, positive if they go right, and for the y's, negative if they go down, positive if they go up.